there, Lloyd Machedo speaking to you from LloydMachedo.com. Who's Lloyd Machedo and Think Personal Branding. Today the date is 9th February 2018. Time right now is 3:22 in the morning. All right, I normally get up in the middle of the night to do all my creative work, so that is why I'm awake right now. In case you've just joined in, please remember that if you like the video, do like it. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. Do put your comments down there. Always respond to that. And if you would like to contribute to my channel, it's always good money. I don't mind any amount of money. $5, $1, $10, whatever. Go to paypal.com and contribute to lloydmachedo.com. Okay, today I want to share with you Quora Musings. Okay, it's so funny. I want to share with you a couple of funny bits, interesting incidents, because I have these WhatsApp groups with, people divided into age groups. I have some groups that are like 100 members, some are 53, one is 180. Then I have my clients, different groups are there. So they send me from time to time, they send me these snapshots. So it's pretty interesting to speak about them. So the top 5 questions which really, top 3 questions which really stood out this time on Quora, which I received was, Loy, they sent it to me. It was, what is the best size of a penis for a 14-year-old? So that was one question that I got. The other question that I got on Quora is, would women date a guy if she knew she had a small penis? So a lot of penis-based questions. Then another one is, why do I get so turned on by she-males, but after I come, I am disgusted? Okay, so, the funny thing is, I don't know, I understand that youngsters really have these questions about sex, but when you start receiving questions like these, you begin to think like, what kind of forum am I on where people speak about, dicks and vaginas and coming and all that stuff. So I personally feel that, what is happening is it's kind of removing the value that is there on this platform. I mean, you come to this platform, not come, you log into this platform, so to say, with an intention to share something worthwhile, to answer questions that are worthwhile. But then when you start getting, all these questions, you're going to wonder what direction are they taking? I know that you can say that, fine, if you don't want to answer these questions, you can choose what kind of questions you want to ask. You can download these questions. However, I just feel that, when you have something really worthwhile, when you have something so beautiful, something that is, that has a particular image, you are just destroying. It's like, for example, when I say Bentley, you get a particular image. If I were to say CEO, you would get a particular image. If I were to say porn star, you were to get a particular image. So what is the kind of communication or the message that we are trying to give? In fact, talking about CEOs, this guy is, I don't want to take his name, but for those of you who know me, know my feud with this guy, I'll just give you one clue. He's apparently the #1 viewed writer never to win a prize. Okay, apparently self-proclaimed #1 writer never to win a prize. Okay, so now here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. He claims to be a CEO of a multi-million-dollar company or whatever it is. He claims to be a CEO. However, if you check his profile, I will not, I'll not tell you who he is. These are some of the questions that he has actually answered. Now, mind you, a CEO who's old enough to be your father. Okay, just think about this. A CEO. I've never met any CEO who answers questions like this. Some of the questions that he has answered is it okay to have anal sex with your wife? So he has answered that question. The other question which he has answered is, my girlfriend will hold my penis when I'm asleep. Why does she do that? And he has answered that question. Okay, maybe you're not enjoying with her or something like that. And the previous question he says, Is it okay to have anal sex with your wife only if she agrees to it? How good is it to have a tight vagina for sex? He has even answered that question. And mind you, he's a CEO, okay, CEO of multi-billion-dollar company. He has also answered this question. What is this? I'm a 20-year-old female. I'm always horny. So is something wrong with you? His answer was, nothing wrong with you, but you can contact me directly. Ha ha ha. Another question which he has answered is, how long do you have to wait to masturbate again? Okay. Now, don't get me wrong, okay, don't get me wrong, but seriously, think about this. Which CEO on this planet answers questions about vaginas being tight, about penises being small, and about masturbation? Which CEO on this planet? Which multi-billionaire? I mean, if you had a person who talked like that and he claims to be a CEO and he claims to be this multi-billionaire, I would say that a lot of people would think he's a very sick individual. Just, can you imagine having a man who's like in his 50s or 60s sitting up on stage talking to young children, small children, 14-year-old, 12-year-old. Yeah, with regards to your question, why is your vagina tight? Because, you'll get pain. Oh, your penis is small. Okay. I mean, you look at him as a demented individual who has a very sick mind, or maybe he's sexually frustrated, or maybe he's a pedophile. But seriously, I'm not saying he is a pedophile, whoever that person is. I'm just saying that if a man or a woman were to speak to small children, 14-year-old small children, and answer questions with regards to penis and vagina and sex and masturbation, I seriously feel that that person would be branded as a pedophile. I seriously feel that person would be arrested. The point which I'm trying to make here is, I mean, don't you think about your image? Don't you think about what is it that you're trying to tell a 14-year-old or 12-year-old or less than 18-year-old? And how can you say that you're a CEO and a multi-billionaire who enjoys talking about sex and masturbation and penis and vaginas, that also of small children? Understand this. It's not because I hate the guy that I'm saying this. I want you to ask yourself, would your father who's 50-year-old, speak to young children in your school, children he has never met? Would he actually speak to them and say, oh, your vagina is tight, okay, is reasonably, oh, masturbation, oh, how to do it, oh, your penis size, this is what you need to do. Think about it. I mean, being a personal branding strategist, I'm shocked. For me, I don't mind it. I really don't mind. You can answer all the questions you want to 14-year-olds, 18-year-olds about their penis, vaginas, and all that, and portray yourself as a CEO, a billionaire. But I would say that in the normal society that there is, a mother and father who have a young child would look upon this adult entertaining questions of sex, masturbation, vaginas, and penises. They would say, we better keep away from this guy. This guy's really, sick. He's really lonely. He's really frustrated. Maybe he might do something to my child. The point I'm trying to make here is, you need to be very careful what questions you answer. I mean, what you associate yourself with, because this is going to be permanently imprinted online. Your image of what you're participating in. It's like, for example, let's say I'm in a Muslim country and I go for an anti-Muslim rally and I applaud, and someone were to take a photograph of me doing that. Obviously, there is going to be links. I mean, okay, United States, they have this thing about extremists. Let's say, for example, I were to go to one of their rallies, sit down there and just participate and eat with them and talk to them. Let's say they are extremists and, from whichever dangerous group that there is. I would be arrested by the Pentagon. I would be arrested by the CIA or FBI, and they would say, no, he has ties with them. They would put me in this prison. So it really baffles my mind as to, I mean, you're shooting yourself in the foot. You really need to be careful what answers you're answering. People don't care. They'll just keep putting up these questions because, yes, there are a lot of youngsters who are curious about penises and vaginas. But if I had a 14-year-old boy or I had a 12-year-old girl who came to me and said, you know, my vagina is tight, my nipples are hard, or I get horny, I would immediately call the father, call the mother and say, excuse me, you know, your child is speaking to me on questions like this. I would request you, please address these issues and please educate your child, because I would be very scared. I mean, being branded as, you know, a sexual maniac or a pedophile, even if it's a rumor, it can destroy you. And for someone who claims to be a CEO, for someone who claims to be a multi-billionaire, what are you doing, man? Seriously, I mean, look, my message to you is, I don't hate you, okay? Get this, we have differences of personalities, but man, you need to think, use your bloody common sense. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're a 50 or 60-year-old man. You're answering questions like this. You know, think about your image. I don't know. And talking about image, this is one great personality by himself. I'll not take his name. This other guy is supposed to be a billionaire. Okay? And that's what he claims to be, or that's what people claim, that he's a billionaire from the Middle East. And he has created this Patreon account. Someone sent me the link and asked me, what do you think of it? I never heard of him. I never heard of him out of the 40 years that I was in the Middle East. He has created this Patreon account where he's asking for, would you like my membership to my channel? Please pay $1. Okay? And then he has put, if you want content of some kind, first level, it's $5. You want better content, it's $10. You want even better content, it's $15. You want even better content, master spelling is, I need to take a screenshot of this. Master spelling is M-A-E-S-T-E-R. Okay. Then you want art master spelling. I need to take the screenshot. This is so funny. Okay. Art mastership is $25. Then one other is $30. Then one other is $30 or more. Then one is $35, $60, $100. Yeah, that's about. Here's what I'm thinking. Can you imagine Mark Zuckerberg or Warren Buffett or Bill Gates saying, I am a billionaire, okay, which they are. Contribute $1 to my Patreon account so that I can give you knowledge. Can you imagine, just even blindly imagine, I can't even imagine that. Bill Gates asking, you know, I'm this billionaire, contribute $1 to me. The first question would be, man, Bill Gates, listen, you have $1 billion. I mean, you have $91 billion. What are you going to do with $1? Bill Gates donates billions of dollars to the poor. Just in case you do not know, he's a great philanthropist, and he is a philanthropist because he has achieved that much. I mean, if I had $90 billion, I don't mind giving $1 billion to charity. And yes, he has all the time in the world to read books, so that's great. But, you know, talking about this gentleman from the Middle East, you claim to be this billionaire. You claim to be from, I don't know, some people say he's from some royal family, whatever. Do you even think what is it doing to your brand image where you're asking people contribute $1 to your channel? I mean, if I had $1 billion, I'm being very honest, if I had $1 billion, I would give all the information for free. I mean, $1 billion is a big deal of money. Forget $1 billion. If I had $1 million, I wouldn't ask $1. I would ask, let's say, $10,000 if you want my mentorship or something. That's different. But $1, man, what are you doing? What are you doing? I mean, I don't understand these people. I really cannot understand these people. One is addressing questions, and he's putting that he has answered it with regards to vaginas and all that for small girls. And then you have this other guy who is talking about, can you give me $1 for my knowledge? What, forget billionaire, forget millionaire. Even someone who earns, let's say, $10,000 a month would be ashamed, would be seriously ashamed. It's like PewDiePie or let's say Logan Paul who are millionaires saying, give me $1 for my channel. That would be a little, I don't know, man. And that also, if you check his Patreon, he has 2 likes, 20 likes, 14 likes as of now, 18 likes, 11 likes. So maybe $11 he has got. I don't know. Okay, now another couple of things. Okay, this is one great example. Now this is another one. Okay, when you have these social media accounts where someone is good looking or someone is cute looking and people give you tens of thousands of views and likes. So this particular gentleman, he's a nice guy. He's a nice guy. He's a great guy. I have no qualms with him. He is a really good looking guy, amazing good looking guy, very intelligent, successful. Okay, but it's not him that I have a problem with. It's the people who worship him that I have a problem with. He just put this answer that, would people donate, 1,000 upwards to save your life or something like that. I got this screenshot sent to me by one of his followers. It said, all he said, one line was, yes, I like to hope, my followers would come down and save me and be there for me or something like that. He just put, and because of this one, small line sentence, which hardly has few words, he has got 45,000 views and nearly 7,000 upvotes, 7,000 likes and 45,000 views. I'm like, wow. Can you imagine if you and I would put, yeah, I hope my followers like me and save my life, and we would get 50,000 views or something. I would say that my respect to you because you are an amazing brand. I would say that to the person, or if I would get it, I would feel really powerful. But I would look at my followers and think, man, these are kids, these are children, these are not intellects, these are not people with a mind of their own to like something as silly as this. In fact, one other gentleman who answered this question, okay, I am 6'3". My dad is 6 feet. I stand out because I am X. I am a good looking guy. Okay, he put this answer, and for this answer, okay, I'll repeat again, I'm 6'3", I'm 6, I'm a good looking guy, okay, I'm just like my dad or whatever. For this answer, this guy has got 96,000 views, 96.9 thousand views, and 11,000 upvotes, likes. If you or I were to put something like this, I am 6 feet, my dad is 6 feet, and I'm a good looking guy. My respect to you, man, my respect to you, you're a good looking guy, fine. But it speaks a lot about the followers that are there. It speaks to you about the quality of people that are there. They fall for this kind of, nonsense. I mean, just because you're good looking and you're a heartthrob and you have 6-pack abs and you get 1 million views and likes, you begin to think, what is Quora going towards? What kind of audience are you attracting? Children. It's like these fans and followers of Logan Paul. I mean, 1 million, on an average, you get 6 million views. Like, wow, I sometimes look at 6 million and he does all rubbish, disrespecting people, harming, indirectly harming people, like the Japanese video, or taking a suicide. And people are saying, oh, please forgive him, he is so sweet, oh, he's crying, he made a mistake, you need to give him a chance. You begin to wonder, what kind of people are there on this planet? In fact, some of these underground dark web websites, you get these really horrific, I mean, really, really horrific. I happened to see this video. It was horrible. It was beyond horrible, where the guy was alive, he's drugged, and he's actually looking and screaming, and they were slicing him, slicing his skin off, and then his flesh off, and parts of his organs. It was unbearable. And there were millions of views on that, and there were millions of upvotes and likes, sorry, not upvotes, likes and messages. Oh, wow, this is gory, this is great. You begin to think, like, what's wrong with this world, you know? And so here, when I look at all this, I think what they should do is they should create a Quora maybe for small children and just keep it separate, and Quora for adults, or Quora, or they should give you an option where I don't want to have questions like these at all, or I don't want to have members like these, like, you know, Yahoo groups for sex and Yahoo groups for this interest, that interest. When you muddle all of them together, and you get, you know, your feed is filled with all this crap, I mean, eesh. And then there is this, I got this youngster who sent me, a boy who sent me this, what do you think about this? The question was, should Quora ban people from under 18 answering questions on Quora? And this boy says, I'm 12. Okay, I'm 12. I have opinions. I have knowledge. What makes my stories less valuable than someone who's just older? Now this answer, this boy says, I have knowledge. I don't know what knowledge a 12-year-old boy. I have met 12-year-olds. I don't know what knowledge do they have. I've never met any 12-year-old who has, like, wow, you are, maybe they might be a prodigy, 1 in 7 billion. So this boy who's 12 says, you know, I'm 12, I have knowledge, I don't know what knowledge he has, whatever. And he gets 742,000 views, 742,000 views, and 57,000 upwards. It's like, wow. Whew. If my 12-year-old, if I had a 12-year-old and he says, I'm 12, I'm not a follower, I'm not a sheep, I'm, you know, I have knowledge, I would shut up and go do some work, go into the real world, earn some money, show me, then you're a man, you know, then you're something. What knowledge? You just read a book, all this, oh, I read this blog, I saw this video. No, that's not knowledge. Using the internet, that's not knowledge. That's nothing. That's absolutely nothing. Go out there, earn, be by yourself, and show me I'll agree you're a man. You don't earn, you don't look after yourself. You're a, you know, warrior. You are a man behind a keyboard and monitor. And then when you come in front, face to face, you talk like a mouse. You're not a man, please. Okay? So, you know, what I'm trying to share with you, and there is this other girl who just put, you know, are you good looking or something like that. This girl put her sexy photographs. Oh my goodness, I'll tell you, she has got, I mean, hundreds and thousands and millions of, I closed this window, I do not know where it is, but it's unbelievable. Just because you're a girl who shows a cleavage and a body, the number of views people get, the number of likes. It's like I happened to check this YouTube channel whereby this girl was an ex-porn star, and she's talking about how they opened her butthole and her vagina and something. And then she comes to the part where she was speaking about small girl who's 18 and she agreed to do that scene. And this same woman who is a porn star is crying. I felt so hurt. I felt so hurt to see an 18-year-old girl. And I'm like, okay. And then I didn't mind that. You're free to cry and feel sorry for an 18-year-old who's taking your job. But the comments down below for a girl who's a porn star who's showing her cleavage and, you know, all that stuff, down below is like, you know, you've touched my heart. You are a person of character. I wish I could hug you right now. You are amazing. And I'm like, oh my goodness. You know, you just think if you had someone who's really fat and really ugly and black and, you know, just think of a woman like that, or someone who's white and any color, forget any color, okay? Who has pimples and who's so fat and ugly, and they would say, you know, I did this porn scene where I saw this poor girl opening her vagina. you would say you're sick. You're really sick. You are really, really sick. But, we live in a society where if you are rich, like this billionaire, whatever rubbish you talk about a small girl's vagina or a small boy's penis is, wow, he's rich, he's white, or guy from the Middle East, I am sheikh, okay, I have millions, please contribute one for my knowledge, I give you knowledge. And then you get, oh, I'm 12 years old, I'm 12, I have knowledge, okay? And you get, 100,000 views and upvotes. This is the internet world for you. This is the internet. And right now, the way Quora is moving, I really wish, genuinely wish. See, Quora is a good website. It has a lot of content. It has a lot of good writers, good contributors. But come on, man, stop this. I just ignore, I've started to ignore these questions by downloading them, by ignoring them. And even when I get emails, I keep getting emails, Loy, my girlfriend has left me, Loy, my boyfriend has left me, I'm considering suicide and all. I don't even bother to answer them. I just think people need to be very conscious about their brand image. They need to be very careful. And see, here's my theory. If you're really a CEO, if you're really a billionaire, you'll not have time for doing all this rubbish. You would rather put, focus on really making a difference in the world, doing something really worthwhile. I don't see Bill Gates answering questions about, vaginas and penises. I do not see Mark Zuckerberg, busy writing answers on, you want to be an entrepreneur, here 10 tips and 5 tips. People need to use their common sense. They need to use, just common sense, man. Come on. I really wish Quora kind of starts having this, I don't know, just cleaning up these questions about penis, vagina and all that. Or maybe give an option where you can choose, okay, I don't want to receive these kind of questions, any word, let's say a word with penis or vagina, masturbation, click on those boxes, you'll not receive those words. Some filter. It would be great to have a filter like that, so we can get only the questions that we want to, and I see it on our feed. Anyway, loyalfromloymachedo.com, who's Loy Machedo, and Think Personal Branding, sharing with you these. And if in case, my friend, if in case you're watching the, my video, I don't hate you. We have differences, but think about your brand, my friend. Seriously, genuinely, think about your brand. I mean, think about, how would you respond on a public platform if a mother or father, someone would say that he's a sick guy, he answers questions like vaginas and penises, and they would actually show this screenshot to other people in your community or where you live. I mean, you would be looked upon as a very sick old man, a really frustrated old man. I mean, you're being more popular for this and less popular for what you're supposed to be famous for. So, I'm just an ordinary guy, not a CEO, not a billionaire, not a millionaire. I stay in a small little room like this, make some money, a little bit happy, but absolutely, I wouldn't answer, I wouldn't entertain questions like my vagina is tight or my penis. Yuck. If a child would come to me, I would immediately call his mother or father and say, excuse me, please deal with this because, I mean, even if the rumor spreads with this screenshot, if the rumor spreads that you are attracted to children, or it'll destroy your life, man. Think about it. Think about what you're doing, my friend. It's okay to put CEO, it's okay to put multi-billionaire, it's okay to show flashy cars, expensive life. You're a father. You are a parent. I don't know, man. Anyway, let me know what you think, guys. Let me know what you think. Lloyd from LloydMachedo.com, who's Lloyd Machedo and Think Personal Branding. And please, one request, do not put anybody's name. Don't put anyone's name. I request you, don't do that. I might hate a person, but I'm not going to destroy their name by spreading rumors or rubbish. I'm only sharing with you what, the stuff that I I see I have evidence for this and you have evidence, so I don't know. Well, maybe even I can become a billionaire who's related to some royal people, and you can contribute $1 to my PayPal account. Anyway, take care, guys. Let me know what you think. Love to hear from you. This is Loy from Machedo.com. Who is Loy Machedo and Think Personal Branding? Saying goodbye for now. Take care.